Oh, hell yeah. Time to get some questions on the way, shall we? Hello, it is I, Beyond a Hero, back with another video. Before we actually get into the Q&A video, I have to state one thing. I didn't feel that not everyone had the chances to submit their own questions. So, for those who really desperately want to ask me a question, don't fret, because you can comment your own questions down in the comments below of this video or my 30 subscribers video, and then I'll hope to make a part 2 video released at a later random date. Now, let's get into the video. So, Riptide Simp number 1 said, "Good on you, Beyond a Hero. I was his second sub, and I'm so glad that I stuck with this channel for as long as I did. This is an amazing channel, and the amount of effort you put in your vids is amazing. So here's my question. What got you started with Skylanders?" Thank you very much, Riptide Simp. This question means a lot to me. Slimy Yo-Yo also asked this question, along with another I'll get to on later. Okay, so one random day, definitely before Trap Team was announced in 2014, I went to a trip to my local CEX with my mum and my sister, and I was looking for Bionicles similar to the ones I have on my shelf. I then came across these aisle of figures, and I thought, I believe these are Skylanders. Yes, I watched some commercial of these. And you see, with TK Maxx, they tend to sell things that aren't sold in any other shops. So the fact that I got Skylanders Giants figures in the year 2014 while Swap Wars was still running is remarkably impressive, I have to say. Then I looked at Hothead and I thought, hey, this guy is pretty cool. So I went over to my mum and asked, hey, can I get this guy? And my mum did accept, but she was a bit concerned when my dad will allow me to have a console. Later on in 2014, I would get a Wii U, but that's far from the story. So then I got Hothead, and I just really loved his figure. I mean, I played with him with all my other Lego Bionicles, and it was just so fun, I guess. And then I wanted him to have a feel of Toys to Life, if you know what I'm saying. So my mum allowed me to get the app Skylanders Lost Islands, and I used his code to enter him into the game. And it was just so fun, like interacting with Hothead. I then checked out the websites and I looked at the Spyro's Adventure category, where I played Drill Sergeant, and I was like so disturbed with his weird yeddy-bow noises and whatnot. But then, not the next day, but like a few days later, I actually got said Skylander. I mean, after all, he's a robot with drill arms. How can you not love? So yeah, I also had lots of fun with Drill Sergeant as well. And then I went to some trips in Denmark, got way more Skylanders, you could say. And then on my birthday in 2014, I got Skylanders Giants. And then I effectively fell in love with the games a lot more. So yeah, that's how I got into Skylanders. Next question. Two Vicious Dogs YouTube also asked, do you think Two Vicious Dogs YouTube is cool, and what do you think the most mediocre Skylander is? Okay, first of all, Two Vicious Dogs YouTube, you are an awesome fella, and I really love a video where ducks infiltrated your pool. And second of all, the most mediocre Skylander, in my opinion, is Whamshell. He has such an odd moveset. His first attack, his primary attack, is okay. Nothing else to describe it. His secondary attack is absolute rubbish. I was so disappointed to find out that this attack wasn't as cool as I thought it would be, because, let's be real here, shooting starfish out of the mace would be amazing, but it actually isn't with this guy. His front attack, though, was a huge save for me, because it summons spikes on the ground, and I can defeat many enemies at once. And I do like Whamshell to a certain extent, but I just think he's just so average. Next question. Slimy Yo-Yo asks, congrats on 30 subs, dude. And then the question, what are your thoughts on pineapple on pizza? I know that said question was a joke one, but I like jokes, so I'm gonna answer it anyway. I quite like pineapple on pizza, but personally, I think the two are best separate. but just more delicious that way.
Next up is the Golden Hamster. He states that he's a new subscriber, although he wasn't my 30th, but he asks, what is my favorite Skylander?
My favorite Skylander, and also, fun fact, my favorite video game character, is Ghost Roaster. His design is so amazing, he's just a completely original character, and he stands out from the rest of the Skylanders crowd in a good way. He also has a very interesting moveset. He can shank enemies and they turn into ghosts, but then Ghost Roaster can also turn into his ghost head and eat these ghost subs to heal himself. That is an interesting mechanic, and I always have fun playing as Ghost Roaster. Also, he made one of my least favorite elements into my second favorite element, which is the aforementioned undead element. So yeah, Ghost Roaster is a cool guy, and so is you.
Drobot Ultimate Robot asks, congrats man. Also question, dogs or cats?
I'm not much of an animal person in general, but I prefer cats over the latter. Because dogs, you see, you have to work hard in order to have fun with dogs. I mean, you have to take them on walks every day, and you also have to deal with whatever they want to have. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a dog owner. I like dogs to a certain extent, but I just prefer cats. And I also have a pet cat myself. Okay, so this is my cat. He's just chillin'. Yeah, so that's it really. I didn't Skylanders Imaginators. I also turned my cat into a Skylander. If I could focus it, a light quick shot. Yeah, so my cat's good with guns, so, don't give him any of my Nerf guns.
And our last question for today from Owen Mason. Well done. Do you own any other pairs of sunglasses?
Actually, I do have a lot of sunglasses, but most of them belong to my dad. And sometimes when I bring them up, I forget to bring them downstairs to my dad again. And then my dad just gets mad at me. And with that, this marks the end of Q&A part 1. Like I said before, feel free to ask more questions in the comments below so I can make a part 2. And with that, I'll see you guys around.